Do true Bitcoiners really want to hodl their Bitcoin forever, never spend it? One of the things that Bitcoiners get accused of is they're never going to spend anything. They're just enthusiastic about it. They just love Bitcoin so much they're never going to spend it, ever. One of the critiques about deflation, in a sense, is that people never spend it. This goes against human nature, in my opinion. People love buying things. Humans love buying things. Heck, there's books out there. I've read one before. I have it. Why we buy. Humans love buying things. They love that dopamine rush. When you need things in life, you're going to spend money on it. And when you have a money that continually increases in purchasing power over time against the goods and services, why would you fear spending your money? If you have plenty of it and it's continually increasing and you're continuing to provide value to society, and people are going to give you more Bitcoin for your goods and services and they're good enough, why would you fear spending your Bitcoin? You need to live. You want to satiate that hunger, that desire. You want to live the good life. You want to give your family things. You want to do things like reinvest into society as a productive member of society. Why wouldn't you? At some point, there's many Bitcoiners from the early years, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, that are spending their Bitcoin right now. Many of the sellers right now of Bitcoin are the people that have had it for years, probably 5, 6 or more years, and miners themselves. So this is going to continue. Another 5, 6, 7 years from now, you're going to have people from this era and before still spending their Bitcoin and recirculating it back into the economy. One of the big things that people talk about as well, buying and holding, is the peaceful revolution. It is the vote, voting with your wallet, voting for a fair and just system instead of the unfair and unjust fiat theft that is going on right now. That is the vote, and that's where many Bitcoiners, as that system is changed to their desire, and the political system, the governing rules and laws of society begin to be molded in a sound money direction, in a fair and just way, in a deflationary way, when it starts to benefit all 99% of people, all 8 billion people, instead of a few people at the top, then you will see even more Bitcoiners begin to offload their Bitcoin, quite honestly, and start to be a part of the circular economy. This will happen more over time as adoption begins to grow. So the myth that people will never spend their Bitcoin is just that. It's a myth. That's all it is. People love spending things. They love to spend. They need to spend. They need to live. And as their purchasing power continues to grow and buys more and more things, they're going to be okay giving it away, especially if they, again, are a productive member of society, because that means they will get more of that Bitcoin in the future as well. So it's a virtuous loop upward instead of a downward doom loop like we have now with a debt-based fiat legacy currency that is dying based on debt. So that's the big difference. It's a myth. In an inflationary world, people are trying to hoard and scramble and get as many nuts sit on their little pile as possible, where in a deflationary world, it's a very charitable world. It's a very abundant world where people are giving, things cost much less, and people aren't as concerned because they're thinking about low time preference, long time horizon problems and solutions instead of the high time preference, the short-minded, working for the weekend mentality we have now in an inflationary debt-based currency. Let me know what your thoughts are on this and how maybe some objections you've heard in this world or how you've thought of this before. But that's my take on it, on the pondering I've done for years and asking myself those very questions. Well, there's no way. People won't do this. And I've gone through these mental models, these mental experiences, talked to many people that have been in the system a long time and just thought and done the mental homework, I guess, if you will, over the years thinking about this. And that's my conclusion. That's where I've come up with it in my studies. So I'd love to know your thoughts on what you think. Please share this out. The algorithm hates truth. Really hates truth. Question everything's boldness, even the existence of God himself. Trust but verify. And this is not financial advice. It is freedom advice. Let's be confident and bold toward the future. I appreciate you. I'll see you on the next one.